In this video, I'm going to show you how to make some smoked pulled beef using a brisket I picked up from the supermarket. So before we get stuck into preparing our brisket, we're going to set our smoker up. I'll be using my drum smoker for this cook, so you want to fill your charcoal basket up with either lumped charcoal or briquettes. Then I'll bury a fire lighter in there, light it up, and now I'll push the charcoal basket back in and open up both of our vents. Now there's not many supermarkets I do my meat shopping at, but Drake's supermarket is one of those exceptions. Now I actually ordered this full brisket to be cut in half, so we've got the point that we're going to be using for some pulled beef, and then I've got the flat here which we'll use in another video. So just a reminder, if you can't find what you're after in store at a Drake supermarket, you can always custom order it from the meat center and have it delivered to your closest store. But now we're going to get stuck into trimming this brisket. So the first thing we're going to do is take it out of its packaging, and I like to start by removing that top flap. Then I'll trim down any excess fat to 2 to 3 mil thick, and I'll remove any silver skin and thin edges as well. Alright, and then to help our rub stick to the meat, I'm just going to give our brisket a light coat in yellow mustard. If you don't like yellow mustard, you can use some olive oil instead. You're really not going to taste the yellow mustard, but I do like using it because of the yellow color. You're going to see anywhere that you haven't seasoned properly. Then I'll get our brisket seasoned up in our beef bounce rub. This has got a great base of salt, pepper, garlic. It's also got some nice beefy flavors in there, as well as a hint of coffee. All right, now our brisket's all trimmed and seasoned. Let's check on our smoker. All right, so our briquettes have caught light and are burning nicely, so we'll push them back in and shut our fire access door. And now we'll bring our smoker up to just below our target temperature, which for this cook, we want to be at around 275 Fahrenheit or 135 Celsius. All right, now we're almost up to temperature. We'll open our fire access door to get a nice little chunk of cherry wood straight on the fire. Then I'll get our brisket on and shut our intake vent to around there, and we'll see where our smoker stabilizes off at after 15 to 20 minutes. Then if I need to increase temperature, I can just open it up a little bit, or if I need to decrease, I'll just shut it down a little bit more. But for now, I'll leave it around there and we'll let this brisket smoke away. Now, apart from a little bit of fire management, which is super easy in a drum smoker, we're simply just going to let this brisket smoke away for a few hours before we come back to check on it. All right, and after a bit over 3 hours, this brisket is looking absolutely incredible. That rub has set on the meat and we've got a really nice bark, and we're just around 74 degrees Celsius internal or 165 Fahrenheit. So what I'll do now is take our brisket out and we'll get it into a foil tray. I'll get a meat probe now in there as well. Then I'll get some Wagyu beef tallow on top of our brisket, which I've also picked up from Drake supermarkets. Then I'll cover the tray in 2 layers of good quality foil and get our brisket back in the smoker. All right, so now our brisket's in a tray covered with foil. It's not going to take on any more smoke. So if you wanted to finish your brisket off in an oven or in a slow cooker, absolutely do that if it's going to make your life easier. But we're going to keep ours going in the smoker, and we're going to take this until it reaches an internal temperature of 99 degrees Celsius or 210 Fahrenheit. I want to make sure it's probing super tender as we're pulling this one apart, and I reckon it's going to take another 3 or 4 hours to get to that stage. All right, so our brisket's been wrapped up for almost 3 hours, which puts us around 6 hours total into this cook. Our probe is telling me that the brisket is at around that 99 Celsius internal mark. So let's just have a good probe around. That is feeling nice and soft all over. So I'm going to take that probe out. Then we can get our brisket out and onto our cutting bench. Then we can kill our fire and save any unburnt briquettes for our next cook by shutting our lid and closing down both of our vents. And now I'm just going to let our brisket steam off for a few minutes to stop that cooking process. After that, I'll cover the tray back over with foil and we'll let our brisket rest. Now I'm going to be resting this brisket in my tucker box, which is basically a vertical esky with some shelving inside it. But if you don't have one of these, a normal esky will do the trick, where you can always rest your brisket in the oven set at around 70 degrees Celsius. And like I said, after a few minutes, I'm just going to cover our brisket back over with foil and I'll let it rest in our tucker box for a few hours before we come back to pull it apart. And after a few hours resting, it's time to get our brisket out and pull it apart. And even after a 3-hour rest, you can see it's still at 73 degrees Celsius internal, which is still nice and hot. So to save me burning my hands, I like to just put some cheap gardening gloves on and then some nitrile gloves over the top. Tender, smoky, juicy and full of flavor, and there's so much you can do with it. You can put it in a sandwich, use it in tacos, nachos, pies, as a pizza topping, in pastas, and so much more. But what I like to do is vac seal it up into portions, and then I can reheat it and use however I like. So there you have it. There's how to make smoked pulled beef using a brisket I picked up from a supermarket. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next videos. But for now, that's the end of this video, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.